Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are filming a simple video about my most used coloring supplies. Not colored pencils, but supplies I use for my adult coloring pages. Because I get asked this all the time, what accessories do you use? You know, what's something you use a bunch of? And I was like, well, I should just make a video. So, let's get started. Well, first things first, always have a brush on hand. I am a Prisma gal, but I'm also heavy-handed, therefore I dust or make dust. So I am always reaching for my brushes. I have had these same set of two brushes for 6 years. It's just a makeup brush. You don't have to get anything fancy, but you do want something soft that doesn't hold onto the pigment so it won't, drag it. So it needs to be really soft and fluffy. So that is one item I use on the daily while coloring. Another is my Doll 133 pencil sharpener. It's manual, but you know what? It's great. For a while there, the price went up on these to like something ridiculous, but it's back down. It honestly can hold quite a bit before you even have to empty it, but I've broken 2 of these, but that's over like a 6-year span, so I'm gonna say that's not too bad. Okay. Then we have the infamous Matte pencil eraser. So this is rechargeable, which is always nice. Just spins and it erases just about anything. It also comes with more replacement pieces than you'll ever need for this bad boy. I've never actually used the thin ones, but it comes with adapters, and then it has all these, and guess what? I've never replaced this one yet. No, I replaced it once in like 8 years. So I definitely always have this on hand. I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on it. Okay, then we're gonna talk blender pencils because I feel these are tools you need to know about. So the 2 blender pencils that I will always reach for and I use the most often are the Korilynn VanDyke. I love the full blender here. They used to only come in that, but now they have the stupid wood encased one. But still, I really do enjoy these. I think I have a video comparing the different blending pencils so you can see the differences between these two. And then my biggest go-to is the Lyra Splendor blender. I love this. I buy these in bulk. Not even joking. I buy like 12 to 20 at a time, depending on how they're priced at Blick. Definitely something I use all the time. Then, my most used also is these water brushes because I am an Inktense gal. I also use watercolor pencils on occasion, but Inktense more often than not. My favorite is the Kuretake Zig brushes. They've kind of gone up in price and become a little bit harder to find, but if you can get your hands on these, I recommend it. They come in 4-packs and it's worth it. They last a long time, they don't fray, different sizes. I use them all the time with my Inktense. But you can also get the Tombow ones, those are pretty good, or the Pentel brand. These are also pretty good, but just keep that in mind because those are ones I definitely recommend. I have a whole drawer over here of those. Okay, now here's one that's a coloring supply that most people don't think of as a coloring supply, but probably should. Swatch charts. I am very big on swatch charts. I have everything swatched. So this is like all my Ohuhu markers. I love this chart, by the way. But I have every single Ohuhu marker swatched here, so I can easily go find it in my collection of markers. And then I have swatch charts for all my pencils. Every single pencil brand I own is right here, and this is a valuable tool because I can just kind of find the color I want. Some are in color family order, like these ones here. Others are not. And then in the back, I actually have sheets of color combinations that I've been saving. Oh my gosh, I was looking everywhere for that orange one. I actually am finishing these up for you guys to put on my Etsy store, so you will see those soon enough. Okay. Now, another coloring supply I use quite often is acrylic paint markers, but not just any, it's these Arctics ones. I will say the Ohuhu ones are pretty good too, but Arctic's makes some really good ones. It's very opaque. It's not crappy, and yes, I said crappy, like the Posca. Posca is just too transparent. This is opaque. In fact, I just did a page for another video. Where'd it go? And look how opaque that is. My Posca would never do that. So, I absolutely love this. Now, it comes in a set of Arctic's acrylic markers. You don't have to prime them either. It's just a brush. Oh, it's so easy. I love it. I highly recommend. Okay, another tool I absolutely adore. We'll combine these. These are my Tombow water-based blender, and then this one is an Ohuhu blender marker, so they're clear. Both are clear. This is alcohol-based, water-based. You can get any brand, honestly, of a water-based or an alcohol-based, but I use these to activate my ink tints a lot. So go ahead and check out a video, because I have a video that's, I think it's 4-ish ways to activate ink tints, and this is where you're going to find that goodie. But I highly recommend these. These get used all the time by me, so yes, another supply that gets used on my pages constantly. Then, the Sparkle Factor. Now, I used to sit there and brush on like stickles and all these background paints, and then I got lazy, so I started buying Wink of Stella and the Spectrum Noir sparkle pens, and these are really all I use now. You can get, the Wink of Stella comes in silver, gold, and clear, and you can also get silver, gold, and clear in the Spectrum Noir. Just really pay attention to what you're getting. But I brush these on for accents. I'll actually brush these all over a background too, instead of using all my paints, because paints just get tedious. So, and again, this video is not what do you use on occasion. This is like, what do you use for every page? And these are things I actually break out for every single page that I'm working on. And again, they're accessories. I really want to emphasize that, because these are accessories that I use, not necessarily just pencils. And so I want to make that super duper clear, so no one's like, well, what about this pencil brand? I use pencils, of course, but I highly recommend adding these to your arsenal. I will leave links in the description below, if I can remember, to all of these. My brushes, they don't make this specific one anymore, but I'll find one that's similar. And then I'll also link to where you can get these a little cheaper. And then these Arctic's ones that I've been testing for Arctic's are amazing. But yeah, these are coloring supplies that I use with almost every single page in some way or another. I don't always break these out unless I'm using ink tints, obviously, but I do a lot of ink tints. Check out my channel, you will see. And can't leave home without the swatch charts, the combos that I come up with. So all of these things, if you're looking for a place to start, you know, buy small, then keep adding on. Swatch charts are a must to me. You want always a good blender pencil, a good brush, definitely a good white for accents, and you can kind of go from there. Everyone's different also on their pencil sharpener recommendations. This is just mine. You can go with whatever you want and what works for you. All right, well, I tried to keep that fast and easy, and I'm out of breath, but thank you for hanging out with me for another video, and until next time, take care. Bye now.